Okay, so now we are going to create the Android client for our image generator, and let's open Android Studio and click on new project, click on import activity and say AI image gen, and we are going to say new folder of Android, create, open, and Kotlin, yes, finish. Okay, this is our new Android application. Let's see. Let's see that build successful, and we can run. Okay. Hello Android, so it's scrub. It's got project running and close. Stop it. So for this application, what we need is let's say first we can go to our application and let's create a new package for screens. And for this screen, add a new Kotlin class called auth for the auth screen. So we have auth screen, and this auth screen is simply let's see, composable. Copy. Composable auth screen, and copy, and we don't need a name. Auth screen is a auth screen, and we also need an image generator screen. Let's say duplicate it. A new screen, image generator, and for this image generator, I simply copy this, and this is image generator screen. Rename this generator screen, and this is image generator screen. Okay, and for our main activity, let's say we can remove this greeting over here, and we can remove this, and we can put a navigation bar, bottom navigation. So over here we can see navigation bar, and the navigation bar, the navigation bar item, and that will be okay. Anyway, we can say we have navigation bar item, and fill in the navigation bar. No, I don't want it. Okay, let's say fill in icon equal to, and the icon equal to icon of icons dot field dot account circle, and content description, which is false. Label, which is text of false, selected, and we can say we define the variable var selected type, and this is reactive, so I remember, and remember this is mutable state of 0. Okay, selected type, then this will be equal to selected type and equal to 0, and on click which equal to selected type equal to 0, and we need a nav controller, so we say while nav controller equal to remember nav controller. Remember nav controller. So we need a dependency, and we got the first navbar item. We can simply copy and put the second navbar controller. This is 1, and this is 1. This is generator, and the icon is height, and this is generator icons import. Import and import. Okay, perfect. And this, so this nav controller will be nav controller dot navigate to, right? Navigate to, let's say, auth. For this, on click, we say navigate to generator. Oh, this is selected. And on click. On click. Okay, this we have bottom bar, which equal to bottom. And this is bottom bar, which is over here. Bottom bar equal to let's see, navigation provider, here, and we say, okay, so this is scaffolding the parameter, which include the bottom bar, and for the content of this main activity, we can say we put it into a nav host, and now host, let's see, the parameters, now host, and the parameter will be nav controller, which equal to nav controller. To name nav controller is a local variable, and start destination, which will be auth, and modifier, which will be modifier not padding, inner padding, okay, and for here is composable auth is that the first nav root, and this will go to the auth screen, import, okay, and next will be the generator. The root will be generator, and this will be image generator screen. Okay, now we can run application. Okay, bye. Select it. Multiple state, and import multiple state, and all right, so now it's ready to run. Let's see. We have error. Okay, so to fix that navigation, so we need to install this navigation compose, this package, and this one, and we are going to need to remove this. And after that, we can run our application. Sync and run. Okay, perfect. Now we have a bottom navigation bar, and we have two options: our generator. So you can switch between alt screen and image generator screen. And now we can working on the alt. We are going to use Android Kotlin Supabase, and we need install dependencies. Go to our projects, build a Gradle.kts, and let's say for the Supabase dependency, we install those packages and sync it. Okay, so this package is installed, and so for dependency injection, we are going to use Dagger. So let's create. To use Dagger, we need some package. We need to create some package. di. This is the dependency injection, and so we are going to create a Kotlin class called module. We have a module, and this will be object, and to use that Dagger, what we need is kept and help Dagger. So for the Dagger, we need to go to our project, build Gradle, and we need the Dagger help. Sync now. And also go to the module, go to the plugin, and we need the capture is Kotlin annotation and processing tool, and we sync now. Okay, so now we need the dependencies of Dagger. So this is the dependencies. Okay, perfect. So we install the dependencies, and now we can to use the dependency injection. We need to create a let's say over here we need to create a new Kotlin class, and this is called AI image gen app, and this we say this is annotation as helped Android app. So we got the annotation here saying this is the Android app of using that dagger, and this class will be inherited by application. And this is the application, and we say and to annotate this helped Android app, we need to go to manifest and specify application Android name equal to okay. So this is required by the dependency injection. Now we can go to now we can actually the main activity we also need to use dependency injection. We also need to say annotate this as Android intro point, and now I guess now can run application. If there's no error, I can continue. Perfect. So everything, all the setup for the DI is okay. Now we can just say we can set up the dependency injection. So go to our app module and we annotate with module, and we say install as install in singleton, which is singleton component, and this is class. And the first one we are going to say the first dependency is the Supabase client. So we can say provides, and this is singleton. The singleton, and this function is function provide Supabase client, and this function will return Supabase client. Supabase client is from that installed package, and this function will return we call the create Supabase client, and after that, say needed parameter is Supabase URL, Supabase key, and then after that we will say install host, and we need a host install Postgres, and install storage, and also install edge functions. Okay, perfect. So now for the Supabase URL, actually this we can find it by go to iOS, and let's see. This is that URL. And the Supabase key is okay. Okay, so now we have the Supabase client. The DI is set up for provide Supabase client, and so to use that clean repository, we can add a new package of repositories, and for this, repository, we are going to create a okay, so now we can create a new Kotlin class of auth repository. So this auth repository, and then we can say right now we can dependency inject the by constructor, and we say private well, and this we say Supabase client, Supabase client, which is a type of Supabase client, and it will, because we provide a Supabase client, return this Supabase client interface, a type of object, and it will automatically inject this type of object, Supabase client type of object. And because this is the repository, what we need is suspend file, which is the kind of async sum up with email, and this will be, say, we provide email type of string and password type of string, and this will say Supabase client injected Supabase client object dot auth dot sign import dot sign up with email. This is the type, is email. Import. And this provider is email. And go to that and say this dot email is equal to email parameter. This dot password is equal to password. Okay. And so this repository and will say this with working with the auth repository, and we need also sign in, almost the same copy, and paste it over here, sign in, and this is sign in, and we need sign out. Sign out and sign out okay. And for the sign in with Google, for the Google, you can say what we need is ID token. We are going to use sign in with ID token, so that provider will be ID token, and there is dot ID token which equal to ID token, and provider is Google. Provider is Google. Okay, perfect. Now we have our repository which is dealing with that Supabase client, and for the from the screen we have the auth screen, and to interact with the auth screen we can create another package called view model, and we will have auth view model. Okay, so as we have the auth repository, we can now register the provider for the dependency injection. So we can say provide singleton. We can copy this. This auth repository will also be singleton. And so we provide, what type is it? It's auth repository. And this will be say provide auth repository. Oh, this will provide this type of class object to the where we need dependency injection. So this will be return, and this will not return we will return auth repository, and Supabase client. This will say this provider will need a parameter which is client, which is type of Supabase client, and this we return that auth repository, and it has the injected Supabase client, and this client will come from this provider of the Supabase client. And now we have our dependency injection provider for auth repository, and now we can go to the view model, because the view model will work with the screens, all screens, and now we can create our view model of auth view model. Auth view model, and the auth view model we annotate with held view model. And the auth view model, you can see what we need is we want to inject constructor, and the constructor we want to inject while and auth repository, type of auth repository, and this will be type of view model, and this is our view model. And for our auth view model, we want to get a user. So in that case, we can say also we want to inject private of Supabase client, of type of Supabase client. Okay, so auth view model, that we can say our view model will return. We have a private of dash user. This will be the mutable state flow, mutable state flow, and this will be that is from the Supabase client dot auth dot current user or not. So we got the user, and we return to the screen, to the view as mutable state. So we can say that the public user is equal to dash user dot as state flow. So then that screen can have the user as a state flow. So if the user has a state flow, any state the flow changes. So it's like maybe like publish, now the publisher and the listener will know any state flow changes in the screen. So from that view model, and so for this we also want to say is init, and we see we have a view model scope dot launch, and we say we want to listen to the Supabase client auth dot session status, session status, or collect. So we listen to this status change, and when the Supabase auth state changes, then our user dot value will be changed. We change equal to Supabase client dot auth dot current user or now, and we got this user change. Okay, so now it's easy. Is we can have the function of sign in with email, sign up with email, sign in with Google, and sign out. So that should be just simply call our auth repository function. So let's say find sign up with email and email type of string, password type of string, and this will be a view model scope async, and this is in view model scope launch, and launch will be say auth repository objects sign up with email and password. Okay, so same thing with sign in, and this will be sign in, and sign out will be sign out. And also same with Google. That will be ID token, and that will be with Google of ID token, and sign in. Okay, so perfect. So now we can go back to, now we can run the application, see if it's everything compiled. No problem. And now we have the auth screen, and we can create our auth screen, and we have the auth view model, auth repository, and when you say injection where up, so let's say go to cloud, and we want to upload a file. Say let's say given the screenshot, create the Kotlin JetpackCompose page. Okay. Okay, so we can copy. See, we can go to over here. And let's say we have, because this is a reactive form, so it has the var email, and this has the back keyword, which by remember mutable state of type of a string, input string. So this is for the reactive form. So let's import mutable state, import. Okay, by set value. Okay, and we need to say import function of color, field size, background, color, and field. We just import this missed import is references, and import sp element. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We can now run the application. Okay, now we have email, password, sign in, sign up, and sign in with Google. We can say for the auth screen, now we can say auth view model, which is type of auth view model. We can inject our auth view model here, and so for this sign in, we can say the buttons handle sign up over here, sign in, on click, handle sign in over here. So this simply we can say this will be auth view model dot sign in with email, and the email of this variable of email and password, and handle sign up is over here, and let's say stop. Now we can say we know Oh, okay. So our screen now have our screen now it has dependency injection of our view model. Our view model is our view model. So we need to go back. You see the main activity now has an error, and we can say this intro point. We can say inject. We'll say private well auth view model, which is type of auth view model by view models. And we provide this auth view model over here. Auth view model. And now we can run our application. So go to the SignIN. You can say a@axa.com. And what do we have? Oh, missing internet permission. Okay, so it calls that Supabase sign in with email, but we forgot to set up the Android manifest and say this. Say go to the very top and below application we can say uses permission name, which will be check for internet, Android permission and internet. Okay, perfect. Now I'll say a.com. That's where we invalid credentials. Okay, actually we got our ID token back. In that credential, let's say, okay, let's keep going with that. Let's go to the screen. Let's go to we'll say toast. Let's see, okay. Enjoy. post. User okay, need a context. Let's go back to our variable, so we can say val context equal to local context the current. Then we can say context context. Okay, so this message. Okay, so we can say user Control C for the sign up. You can say user sign up, and then we can run. Email a@a.com. Sign up, user sign up, and a@a.com. Sign in, user sign in. Have some exception. Invert the login credential. Let's go to okay. Okay, next, this let's see, Supabase dashboard. House user and if we log in, commerce a@, password, user sign in, no problem. Okay, perfect. And the next we can say for the Google login, handle Google login. So in this we need we need a coroutine scope. Let's go here. We can say, well, coroutine scope equal to remember coroutine scope. And for this, because we are going to launch the Google ID Manager, and we can say, oh, now need to install the package Google Credential Manager. Let's go copy and go to that dependencies, and over here we say sync now. So install the Google Credential Manager over here. Okay, installed. And go to screen. We can say this is async, so we say coroutine scope.launch, and inside we can say well, credential manager h equal to credential manager dot create, and the context and we need Google ID option, which equal to get Google ID option builder. What dependency? Dependency. It's not working. Let's see. Oops. say okay, so now we just sometimes we need to close the project, close the Android Studio, and get back. I will solve the problem. It's not working. Okay, so for this Google ID option, which we need the package of libs.Google ID and libs.Firebase, and we need libs.version.toml, and we can say the Google ID version is this, and the Firebase Crash Analytics build tool is this, and we try again to sync the dependency. And the libraries, let's see, it's this, and try again. Oh, perfect. So now it's installed the package, and we can go back to our house screen, import, and for this we can say site filter by authority accounts, which is false, and site server client ID server client ID, we need a server client ID, which is the provider, and this is, let's go to Google Credential. Google Credential Manager? No. Say use Google Credential Manager. And a dependency. This set server client ID, which is the web client ID, and Google console developer, a developer console, which will go to credentials, web client ID, copy the web client, and paste it over here. And what else? The build and build. So we got the Google option, and we need to create a create a result. I'm gonna copy result and copy and paste it here. Our request is request, and we try our result equal to this is context. And we got to the result, and we can say credential which is equal to result dot result equal to credential result credential, and then we can say we can get ID token. So, but to get the ID token, we can say raw Google ID token credential, which is equal to Google ID token credential dot create from where is that the credential dot ID data, and we got the ID token which Google ID token equal to Google ID token credential dot ID token. Then we can say auth view model. We have the auth view model dot sign in with Google and Google token, Google ID token. Okay. Okay, so now we can log in with Google. Okay. We'll see. Then we can finish that. We haven't doing the exception handling, but we can do it later. Sign in with Google. Get credential response error from framework. Okay. Comments. Okay, so we got this get credential response error from framework, and for this we need to go to your Google developer console, and for the clients, create a client, select client type of Android, and the package name, which is and fingerprint. We need copy and go to pass to debugger production key start. Let's say we don't want this, and we can go to task, execute Gradle task, and we can run Gradle. Gradle type print. Say Gradle type print. Click on tasks type. Sign-in report. I'll search for sign-in report. Report. Okay, sign-in report, and we got this. This is SH1, and we can see this is that copy, and go here, paste, and create. Okay, so now we have our Android client. We can got this client ID, copy, and go to that Supabase, and go to the end. We can paste it over here and save it, and we can run our application. Now we can run our application. Oh no, app run. Sign with Google. Okay, so now you see we can got the Google Credential Manager. Let's click on continue. Continue. And user sign in Google. So now the sign in with Google is finished.